Okay, this here is going to be one of the most dangerous programs that we'll be writing. Just to start off, do not program what we've got here for just a minute, and then we're going to get to something that I'll have you program shortly. Okay, so this program is going to have a double value for money, and we'll have a constant double. This is going to be sort of our target value, which is going to be $100. That's what we're going to target. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to prompt the user for how much money they have. Okay, and then what we're going to do, read this in, and then we'll start our loop. So while now this is a really bad, and I see this as a programming error very commonly, that somebody will put while money does not equal 100. So we should use finish here for the target value. So I see this pretty commonly, that people will use exactly this value of 100 as the condition to end the loop, but we're going to see in this example that that's maybe not a great idea. So we're going to imagine that the user enters some amount of money, and then it's going to go into the world's most amazing bank account, where every month the amount of money is going to double, and then we're hoping to get to a target of at least $100. So I say at least so you can tell that this is not a good comparison here, but every time we go through the loop, money is going to get the value of money times 2. And then we'll just keep going. And oh, you know what? Every time I'm also going to output how much money they have. So that we'll just throw a $sign here, and money and an endl. Okay, so let's take a look at what happens when I run this program. And I am going to put in 25. So great. 25 doubles to 50, and then it doubles to 100, and then the loop finishes its work. But I am not going to program. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to run an infinite loop and then show you what happens in the online compiler. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to put in a value that will not end at 100 exactly. So imagine that I entered in, let's say, $27 as the amount of money. So what's going to happen here is then the amount of money is going to double. 27 doubles to 54. And then it's going to go to the end. It will realize, okay, this amount of money is not the finished target, so it's not 100, so it's going to keep looping. So 54 is going to double to 108, and then it's going to display the value 108, and then it is going to start over again. And then it's going to double again. So now we've gone past the target value, but what you're going to find is that this never actually ends. So the problem here is that the value of money is going to just keep doubling to infinite. Different compilers will handle this in different ways. So let's see what happens in the output here when I run this program. So I'm going to say that I have, as in the example, $27, and I'll run it. And we get a little bit of a lag here. And here we go. So now I'm having a tough time moving around the window frame. All I'm getting is a $sign and then INF, which is this compiler's sort of declaration that this is an infinite amount that is being reached. Other compilers will crash. Now what I've done is I've made this really slow down. So if you do decide to program this in, make sure you save frequently, because you could actually crash your program while you're working with loops, because right now you're going to see I have a very limited ability to edit this. I'm clicking around, not a lot is happening. I'm actually going to have to close my browser window and then reload it. So anyway, that's what happens with an infinite loop. Make sure you're running your loops very carefully and think about what they're doing before you actually run them.